A lawsuit in Mississippi over mail-in ballots could have widespread implications for ballot counting come Election Day. Republicans are suing in Mississippi over a state policy allowing late-arriving mail-in ballots to be counted up to 5 days after Election Day if they were postmarked by November 5th. The case was being heard this week by the conservative Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. A favorable ruling for the Republican National Committee could help the GOP challenge policies in other states that allow ballots that arrive after Election Day to be counted. Donald Trump has continued to rail against early voting, despite experts blaming his 2020 loss in part on the fact that he discouraged his supporters from casting their ballots early or by mail.
You're not going to let us down. We got to get out and vote. You can start right away. You know that, right? Now we have this stupid stuff where you can vote 45 days early.
Other states besides Mississippi that allow election workers to count late-arriving mail-in ballots include Ohio, Nevada, and Maryland. All 3 states are either competitive for the presidential election or are home to competitive Senate races that will determine control of the Senate. Still, even if the Republican lawsuit in Mississippi succeeds, there's no guarantee that other courts will use the Fifth Circuit ruling to stop those states from counting ballots that come in after Election Day. That's because courts tend to discourage changing election rules so close to Election Day, and there are just a few weeks left to go before it arrives. Early voting is already underway in some states. Sarah Bedford for the Washington Examiner.